Bay's Equal Rights Commission is considering changes to its governing ordinance that would expand its authority if approved by the Common Council. The proposed revisions were discussed during a meeting tonight. And this includes mandatory DEI training on a yearly basis for all city employees. Approved by the commission, efforts would also be made to monitor local housing data for patterns of systemic discrimination. And the commission wants city contracts to include equity clauses and set targets for contracting with businesses owned by underrepresented groups. Plus, commissioners want the power to address complaints.
So one of the big things that we wanted to look at is adapting for our city, something that Milwaukee does, which is it has a council or a subcommittee that hears complaints from people, discrimination complaints, and that's something that we don't have in the city and we don't have as part of our equal rights ordinance.
The commission voted to take up the proposed changes again at its next meeting for further discussion.